Is it cold? Look at this. This is frost from last night.
Whoa. I'm gonna breathe hot air and I see what it does. Whoa, it's steaming.
You guys need to brush your teeth. Let's frost inside our windows. It got pretty cold last night. So right now we are at this place called Brussa Beach. We're about an hour west of Venice. We got to Italy yesterday, and as you can tell, it got pretty cold last night. Last night I think it went below freezing. That's why you saw some of that frost over there in the shade still this morning. But the sun's come out. No clouds in the sky at all. And we're getting plenty of solar thanks to my updated tilting brackets for our solar panel. It's actually doing really good, and a lot of people talk about getting a bunch of solar for days like this when the sun is really low in the sky, which is true. We're pretty far north relative to like US standards, even though we're still considered in southern Europe. At the top of the Adriatic Sea is kind of where Venice is, and you can tell the sun is still very low in the sky. We get about, well, we have 350 watts of solar, and for the last several days, the max I got was like 140 watts output from the panels. That's in the middle of the day, no clouds, the best it can do. No shade. Out of 350 watts, that's pretty poor. But with them tilted today, it's barely noon right now. That's probably about 11 something, and I'm already in absorption mode. So I think I got 260 watts max output from these panels. They're rated for 350, so it could still do better, but I'm not sure if it's because I need to tilt it even more. I'm not going to tilt it more because you can tell it's already pretty well tilted, probably at about 45 degrees. It's way better. I'm getting like essentially 90% more power, right? So it's equivalent of having like an extra 300 watts of flat mounted solar panel on the roof. In the last few days, the last 2 days since we've been driving, we just haven't been topping off. Never went into absorption mode. Forget about being in float mode. So today, just by tilting them for like a couple hours this morning, it put me right into absorption mode. So I'm over 90% charged now. But of course, we've had these batteries for a couple years now, so they're a little bit degraded. That means they don't have as much capacity as they used to, and being that we don't plug in to charge very much, they get a lot of cycles. They're supposed to last, I'm guessing, around 5 years. They're relatively high quality deep cycle AGMs, but you know, the way that we use them, I'm guessing we're gonna hit a noticeable degradation this year, if not next year. So I'm actively looking for lithiums to upgrade to, so we don't know what we're gonna do, but they should last. They should be good for now. We're not using a ton, and also we have the Dometic PLB40, which has been really awesome. Like the PLB40, if you guys don't know, it's a portable battery bank. It's 40 amp hours of lithium iron phosphate. So that helps a lot with charging my drone. I have a little Dometic inverter that I use to charge like my AC charger, because the drone Mavic Air specifically doesn't have a DC charger, so it has to charge through AC. So I invert that from the Dometic to charge. I charged all 3 batteries yesterday for that with that, and then I also run my computer off of it. I got a cigarette lighter, a 12 volt USB-C power delivery plug that can charge at 60 watts. So anytime I use my computer, I plug into the Dometic, so I don't use the battery in the van at all. I reserve that primarily for like charging other USB devices like our phones and tablets and running the lights, and probably the biggest draw on that is the fridge, you know, so we use the fridge. And I calculated that our fridge uses about 20 amps in a 24-hour cycle, 20 amps of 12-volt power in a 24-hour cycle. So that's about 240 watt hours. And as long as we're bringing in about between 300 to 500 watt hours through the solar panel each day, we should be good. And that's just it. Like for the last 2 days or so, we haven't brought in that many watt hours of solar, but today we will. We're doing good now. We're about an hour east of Venice. Today is the 11th. Ava's birthday is tomorrow, and she wants to ride gondolas in Venice. So we're gonna stay here for a little while longer. Oh, I'm gonna set up a new DC to DC battery charger for the van to go to the house battery too. I'm hoping to do that today while we're here. So we'll see if that project works out. But if not, we're gonna try to get to a mall or something where we can get her like a birthday present. She can do a little shopping. And tomorrow we gotta find a place to spend the night near Venice that's relatively safe, comfortable. Maybe a campground if they're open and have off-season rates. We can take showers and stuff. You know, one of the things we got spoiled about is being able to take showers every day in the split apartment or in the village. And now we got to get used to our road life grunge. 3 days without a shower. I feel pretty good. Be good without showers.
It'd be nice to have a shower today.